see what I can do.
Please see before the others destroy the door.
Finished?
Get on them! Attack, I say!
Connections to organized crime in the city. There's no way in hell we can get the entire group past him, and I don't have any ability, so I might as well talk with him.
Well met.
What are you doing here? Who are you? I represent an acquaintance known to both of us, here on business. Lord Pascal examines your equipment. Rene sent you. The pig. Who does he think he is? I haven't even told you why I'm here, but if you've guessed, then you clearly know that you owe the man a great deal. What does he want exactly? 3 paintings, which he indicated were of considerable... He wants my ladies? This will not stand. Get out and tell that savage if he thinks he can take what he wants from me, I will end him. Go. Fine. It's not
Hold
fine.
this spot. This spot right here.
Fair enough.
Ah. So his ladies. Where are their locations? That's 1. Seems to be access to downstairs. There's another. It's an exit. Where the fuck do you get there? It's that's probably the upstairs area, in fact. Right.
Hold this spot. This spot right here.
The luggage. Animated object. Yeah, it's moving around with its tiny legs. Constitution increased by 2. Really sturdy. Pretty easy to hit too. Has tiny legs. Expensive dress. Expensive clothing. Well, if we're stealing, we might as well steal everything. Sand. Victoria. Summon creature 8. Right, this is gonna be troublesome.
Hold this spot. This spot right here.
Connections to organized crime to this. He seems to be a weapon master.
Get on them! Attack, I say!
I'm not
Hold
sure if
this
I
spot.
should kill him.
This spot right
You see,
here.
he could have a. He looks like
Get
he
on
could have a
them!
good
Attack, I
rapier, so that
say!
would be great for the princess. Oh shit on the spell disruption. Yeah, I'm being murdered. I'm dead. The improved expertise it kicked in too late. Actually, it hasn't even kicked in yet. Right. I can't again express frustration with the implementation of this mechanic. In any sensible game, it would be just it's an on-off switch that you can freely activate or deactivate. Here it's again the automated system, so it sometimes it doesn't even tell you have you really basically activated, and it's waiting to be activated, or if you activate and deactivate it, or it's just a gigantic
Get on
mess.
them! Attack, I say!
Right, now it's on.
You will not survive! You will not be victorious!
He's genuinely a good fighter.
True power shall win the... It cannot be!
Don't cast anything. Practical rapier. Bones magical damage +4, keen, massive criticals, weight reduction. Right, this is all for the princess, much. Why the fuck do you keep buffing yourself twice so overall with it? Your acid rain will probably ruin the paintings anyhow. Negative arcane spell failure, but this has no arcane spell failure. It's not a good armor, not anymore. +4 weapons are common, and the arcane spell failure doesn't apply here. So not an expensive dress, but Blade Master outfit would only have 5% spell failure. It also has haste, piercing resist, parry bonus, defensive roll bonus speed, +2 armor. So right, 5 extra armor. We got other things. Build up agility. 7. Protection. This is armor. Right. The cleric doesn't take all that often a direct touch to the combat here. I'm inclined to keep Criosa protected. Okay, the helmet provides massive bonus, right? That changes things. She needs some magical weapon, by the way. I think, yeah, she has some mace. Just a regular old mace. I'm not sure what she could use. I don't think I have blunt weapons.
Someone give me a hand! This is too much to carry!
Millón, tetra, glass.
Need to handle this quickly.
Salutations.
So you have returned. You return. I trust you were successful. I have all 3 paintings here. Ah, magnifique. Truly they are great beyond compare. The lines, the subtle coloring. It all comes together to depict beauty beyond compare. Yes, they are very nice pictures. And you brought them to me as requested? I do so love employees who do as they are told. For your next task, I have something different. More important even. Want me to do something else? Aren't these paintings enough? They are valuable, yes, but not enough to cover Gaston's debt. If you truly wish to free him, there is one more thing you must do for me. What's the job? During the invasion 2 years ago, many priceless national treasures were plundered by Aielund forces. One of these was Vandelake Gemstone, a gem of indescribable value to our country. I want you to find it and return it to me. What? So you can fence it for profit? You misunderstand me. To you I am but a thief, perhaps, but I am also a patriot, Tremere. Okay, look, I assume people have been looking for this gem for a long time, so how am I expected to find what you cannot? Oh, I know where it is. At least I know someone who knows, but he is a cagey man, who knows of me and does not trust me. We cannot deal directly, for he is also in my debt. And should he return this gem in person, he would most likely not leave here with all of his limbs intact. I need you to make contact with him and make the trade for me. Is he dangerous? He is an accomplished fighter, yes. The little man goes by the delightful moniker of Jimmy. He operates a small free trading vessel named the Scarlet Lady. You will find him at the Dockland Arms Tavern. But what exactly do you want me to say to him? Hi, Jimmy. Hand over your gemstones. How droll. No, nothing so blunt. Jimmy is here in Merfell, expecting to meet with someone to trade the gemstones to. The agent in question has been, shall we say, unavoidably detained. You will take his place. Say your name is Devereaux, and you will be able to negotiate with him. If it's so simple, why do you need me? Because he knows everyone who works for me. I need an outside face, a stranger who is also capable of dealing with unexpected occurrences. I see. Very well then, I'll go and meet with Jimmy now. Very good. Return to me when you have the gemstone, and the debt shall be repaid. Seems reasonable enough. It doesn't seem that all too many regular people are involved in this business anyway. So I think the reason Gaston didn't want to deal with it is because he's not exactly totally without blame in these things. I don't particularly care. I could use a good weapon.
Yes? Hello?
If I have to bash in some criminal heads, no problem for me. What am I going to do with an expensive dress? Nothing. 200,000. Knockdown immunity armor. Uh, I'm inclined to hold on to this armor for another reason. In case we are in a situation where two heavy armor users are in the group, and we have enough storage space through the bags of holding, that I'm not too worried about running out of inventory space either. It's not a great armor, but it'll do for now. 236,000 gold. We might as well go and talk to Jimmy. At that point, the king has probably decided what he wants from us. Destroyed ship. I should go for the ship directly. Our chances of successfully bluffing with Jimmy is probably about 0.
Hello.
My name is Devereaux. I believe we have some business to discuss.
Ah, yes, well, about time you showed up.
Jimmy eyes you warily, showing no signs of being drunk at all.
I don't want to hang around here any longer than necessary.
I can understand that. Just give me the gemstone and you can be on your way.
You think I'm just going to hand it over? I'd be dead before I got through the door. No, if you want this thing, you're going to have to do better than that.
Where is it anyway?
In a safe place, where no one can find it. So talk. What are you going to do for me?
Be cunning. Look, I'm not going to fool around here.
Rene knows where you are, and he knows where the gemstone is. You what? Like hell he does.
I'm serious. I don't even care about the gemstone. You need to get out of here if you want to stay alive.
Well, thanks for the caring advice, friend, but I think I can take care of myself. There's no way Rene can get his hands on the gem.
You sure about that? I'd go check on it if I were you. Anyway, I'm out of here. Jimmy looks worried.
Oh yeah, you do that. I'll stay right here, not moving an inch.
It's your funeral. Hmm. Okay, where exactly am I supposed to go or do? Catch a glimpse of Jimmy as he comes running out of the tavern. Definitely the ship somewhere.
Oh crap.
Hello.
Okay, so you found me out. Not the first time I've been out with it.
If you're lucky, it won't be your last. Hand over the gemstone, Jimmy, or things will get rather unpleasant for you. A slight twitch starts on Jimmy's face.
You talking to me? You talking to me? I'll tear you apart, you bloody idiot. No one makes a fool out of Jimmy.
Well, what a shame. I cast something? Who casted something? Yeah, this is the problem with a lot of these casters. There was a perfectly helpless individual here who just needed a few knocks on the nubbin. Basically, just finish the bastard off. But they were just casting, casting, and casting, and casting. Vandelay Gemstone. Armored Gauntlets of Might. Strength, piercing resistance, bludgeoning damage, attack bonus. Although of great benefit to fist fighters, these gauntlets also grant a powerful strength bonus to the wearer, as well as provide some additional protection against arrows and knife. So you don't have to be a monk to take advantage of them. Ooh, Devon. Hello, Mr. Devon.
Stop right there. We need to talk for a moment.
Who are you?
I represent a group of legitimate businessmen with a vested interest in the Vandelay gemstone. We have been following Jimmy for some time now. I would like to know what you were talking to him about.
That's a private matter. Please stand aside.
Don't be a fool. We know you have the Vandelay gemstone on you. Enough games. Hand it over or be killed.
Let's dance. Paralysis for all. There are other people around here, so we have to be a bit careful, I suppose. Well, they're fairly capable. Again, the princess isn't attacking this guy. She's trying to go after someone else. Jesus fucking Christ, why are you so worthless? Dagger of Assassination, +3, Warpole. Bardic Leather Armor, Great Bard's Armor. This could be useful for Creo sub. Doesn't have negatives on casting. This has haste. Right, that's... We were missing the slave ship captain, and I think that was him. So that's a wrap on that particular loose end too. We are probably gonna get a level up from this. And a weapon. The weapon is the more important part. And definitely a scimitar, but a little bit This is nice, but it's not particularly nice. If we can't make a good choice on the scimitar, I'll get a weapon for Nelis. Just some kind of a magical thingamajig.
Salutations.
So, you return. I trust you were successful.
I have the gemstone here.
Ah, at last. Another piece of our natural heritage has been restored. I thank you. This has finally cancelled the Gasland's debt to me.
I would think it'd be worth a little extra for me, if you know what I mean.
I probably shouldn't have appeared quite so grateful. Very well, I shall throw in 1,000 gold pieces as well for your service.
Well, that's worthless. With our business concluded, I see no reason to stay.
Very well indeed. By the way, do not return here or I shall be forced to kill you. Goodbye now.
Yeah, good luck with that, by the way. Would it have been rude for me to laugh in his face with tears in my eyes? Right. What do we need? Concentration has been a slight problem. And I'm not sure if keeping pushing the lore up is going to really do us anything. It's 28 already, it's high enough. We can push discipline there. DC is equal to the attacker's attack roll, so we're talking about probably 30 or 40 depending on the enemy at this stage. So skill check of 27 plus a dice roll. Reasonable chances of success. However, it does explain why you need to have a very high discipline if you want to counter enemy of this tier. Right now it's 31. $32. Epic weapon specialization. This should give us 2 extra points of damage and nothing else. Actually 4. Right. Okay, that's quite substantial because we have more. The normal damage is 1 to 6, but we have plus 12 coming from different sources, so yeah, that's a quite substantial damage increase. Good, good.
What do you want?
Regarding that job you wanted me to do,
Yes.
Rene has cancelled your debt. You're free of him.
I am? This is fantastic. Bravo, my valiant friend. You have come through for me in my time of need. I shall repay you in kind. My finest weapon you shall have. What type do you prefer?
Give me a scimitar then.
Done and done. This weapon, it is from my own personal collection. I kept them hidden from the others when they came and took my regular weapons. Use it well.
Thank you, Gaston. I will. Very well. Is it a scimitar +2? Probably not. Gaston, scimitar +5. Keen, massive criticals, slow on hit. 5% chance, so that's something we can ignore. +5 enchantment, keen, massive criticals. It's a far superior play. Yes. The enchantment bonus increase is fairly substantial too, because it means things like stone skins don't protect from this weapon anymore. We'll go right through them. And critical hits are much better and much more devastating. Yes, yes, it's all coming together now. We need more strength. Strength is the key to get the attack bonus up. Right, that's pretty much a wrap on our business here. I don't know if we even need to... I suppose we need to sell the extra crap away. I might as well. The Fletcher here is a fairly good shopkeeper, so I'm not sure if we can do much better, even if we would hold out on selling these things. Two, I'm not gonna use them
Yes?
anyway, so why not sell them? Sure about the Dagger of Assassination. Vorpal DC 14 isn't particularly good. More problematic is that it's evil aligned, and I don't even recall anyone that would have been evil aligned that could have joined us. Neutrals and good. That's our team. And we have 324,000. Okay, let's go talk to the king. We have a big problem with the armor though. We could switch with Criosa. This is by far a superior armor. And she has this. At least she has something. I don't think I can dress up her like Criosa. But this is a massive boost in survivability for her. It's gonna be a massive boost in survivability and killing ability for me. She also has a good weapon, so it's not like giving her a good amount of killing abilities in any way a bad thing. On the contrary, it would be better if I don't have to rely always on myself to get something done here. Now I have a good weapon, so I don't need her armor. So I don't know what's gonna happen next. I might as well rest. We can think about changing spell selections soon.
Hello, and welcome to you.
Oh, there you are. I was considering sending out my guards to fetch you just now. Your timing is impeccable as always, dear Criosa. Tell me, what do you think of the devastation wrought upon my city by your father? It was necessary at the time, Osric. Your father refused to let him move his army through, and time was running out. Yes, time was running out for Samus to seize that artifact armor for himself, so he could continue his plan to rule the world. That's a lie. My people fought and died trying to stop that thing. How dare you suggest that my father planned to take it for himself as their expense? And yet, here we are, planning his demise. Think what you will, my dear, but your father is even now planning to finish what he started. I imagine that soon he will take to the field himself, dressed in his invincible suit of armor, and destroy us once and for all. There's no denying that the king is now insane and bent on your destruction, but in the past he was a good man. If only he never got his hands on that armor, things would have turned out differently. But alas, we will never know. Though we differ on many issues, we can at least agree that he must be stopped. I take it your majesty has come to a decision concerning my offer? Indeed. But it seems you have been keeping busy in my absence, yes? According to my sources, you had a run-in with our local crime lord Rene. Have you been spying on me? Well, of course he has. Most assuredly. I wanted to gauge your character, for that more than anything else has had an influence in my decision-making process. Rene was a thorn in my side, but he had his uses. Tell me, what did you talk with him about? It's not really any of your concern. I suppose not. City continues on without a crime war against the Syndicate erupting. I assume your meeting was benign. Is that all? I'm eager to hear of any decisions you've come to regarding my plan. Not yet. I see here that you destroyed that damned ice elemental, the one Mikhail called Frostilicus. I had hoped it could be adapted to keep my palace cool, but I suppose we cannot always get what we wish for. Magic can be dangerous to experiment with, even for the most proficient mage. Quite so. You are clearly experienced with danger, as I can see from this report. You fought the Syndicate aboard one of their own ships. If you knew them as I knew them, you might have thought twice about calling such attention to yourself. I should think that you would be concerned with allowing an organized and powerful crime syndicate to operate within your own city. They know better than to interfere directly with my affairs, but without their full force of my military at my direct command, I can do little to dissuade them. My city watchmen were forced to withdraw from the docklands after a number of days. Cannot afford to lose more good men at this time. Nevertheless, your actions gave the Syndicate a black eye. They will think twice before re-establishing operations in Merfeld. Majesty, though I find your interest in my affairs intriguing, I must insist that we talk about more important matters. The critique is over, I assure you. You are understandably impatient to hear what I have to say about your most interesting plan. After talking with my military advisors, I believe that it is in our best interest to work together. The idea for a diversionary attack against the capital does appear to be our best chance of directly dethroning King Samish. And to that end, my master-at-arms has this to say. Master,
Thank you, Your Majesty. After so much fighting over the past 2 years, our forces cannot mount the offensive this plan requires. However, we have recently acquired the financial means to hire mercenaries to fulfill this role. Unlike Aielund, we have no problems with having paid outsiders doing our fighting for us. This then will give us the numerical advantage necessary for the plan to work.
mercenaries, eh? I can live with that, but where shall we find the kind of numbers that we would require for such an undertaking?
Trinity. As a neutral town with borders on 3 nations, it is a common gathering point for all manner of mercenaries, especially in recent times. You should head there with a representative of our nation to hire as many as you can.
Representative? Who did you have in mind?
Do not take this personally, but I do not know you well enough to entrust you with 500,000 gold marks. Therefore, we must send someone along with you who we can trust.
500,000?
Yes, I want you to hire the very best mercenaries you can, and as many as possible. If we intend to fight King Samus, it could be the Battle of Fort Highmarsh all over again. I will not underestimate the Iron Lord.
May I ask where you attained such wealth? After years of war, surely your coffers are depleted.
Good point. That is a private matter. Suffice to say, war brings with it certain opportunities. Let us leave it at that.
You stole it, didn't you? Who was the victim,
I have told you we will not discuss this. If you want Samus dead and the war over, this money is exactly what we need to accomplish such lofty goals. Who cares where it comes from? Better let it go now.
Very well. In the interest of ending this war, I will. But mark my words, ill-gotten wealth has its own price. I hope you know what you're doing, Majesty.
Alright then, who is this representative I'm to escort to Trinity? A man that is currently engaged on the front lines to the east of here. You will have to meet up with him near the Aielund border or in the marshlands. How will I recognize him, and why won't you just give me his name?
It is part of his contract with us that his name cannot be revealed to anyone. He was very specific about this. Merely inform General Duquesne of your mission, and he will show you to him. Also, the General could use some extra reinforcements. It is most likely you will have to fight your way to the General's camp, so we shall send a few soldiers to escort you.
Excellent. I'm glad we were able to come to a mutually beneficial agreement, Your Majesty. Together we will end this war once and for all. Why, and all of my people are counting on your success, Rene. This is our last great gamble. If you should fail, Aielund will eventually conquer us. I wish you the best of fortune on your travels. Yosa, my love, it has been a joy to see you again. Rest assured, we will meet again in the future.
I'm quite sure we will, Osric. I assure you the two of us can never be together, so I implore you to let me go and move on with your life.
If only I could, but my heart will never let go, Criosa. We are meant to be. Now, our paths diverge once more. But consider this a brief parting of the ways. Until we meet again, I wish you the best of luck on your journey. You have my thanks, Majesty. I shall depart at once. You leave the city and head east toward Aielund. You have 2 soldiers and a cleric, right? Yes. Right, that should be enough. A little bit of dexterity, a little bit of strength, a little bit of basic protections. Anyone wants to have something new to add?
Well met.
That was quite a meeting with Osric back there. He seems to still have feelings for you.
That was so very uncomfortable. He tends to get obsessed about things, especially women.
Uncomfortable is not the word I would use to describe how I feel about him right now. It's just not strong enough. Ryoso smiles weakly at you.
Thanks for sticking up for me in there. I had the most awful feeling that he was going to demand I stay behind.
Nonsense. There's no way I would have let that happen. Can't imagine you allowing him to do anything like that either.
Certainly not. I was not planning to ever let him get his hands on me, one way or another. At least we can put that behind us anyway. Now we have a real chance of deposing my father. Come on, let's get this over with.
Right you are, Princess. The princess described Osric to us as manipulative and someone who's definitely going to try to take advantage of us too. So, doesn't necessarily mean we're gonna be fucked too thoroughly, but it's probably a good chance that he's up to something.
We are approaching the border. Where is the army Osric spoke of?
Can I go speak?
Hello.
Follow me.
My greet.
We should have ran into the zone army by now. Something is wrong.
Down you go!
Aielund skirmishers.
Hold this spot. This spot right here. Get on then! Attack, I say!
Stonehold. War Wizard, Halberd here. War Cleric. Ooh, Excellent.
Now see what a true warrior looks like.
Kill the fucking wizard.
Make this fight count.
It's a cleric. More clerics. Kill the clerics. They're getting reinforcements. Doesn't matter too much. I'll put more stone hold here. Basically, you have a carpet of paralyzing stone fog here. They're ignoring the paralyzed people, which is odd.
Make this fight count. It will be your last.
Okay, do I have more of this shit? Tossanite foot soldier, can I save his ass? It's gonna be hard. Give it a try. Knights.
See what a true warrior looks like.
Robert Black.
So, you do this kind of thing a lot, do you?
Make this fight count.
Right, this is a pretty bad raping of the Aielund forces.
Honor and glory. For honor and glory.
They don't seem to have that much loot on them. At least the knights don't. Skirmishers. Ooh. Mace. Boots of Traveling, +2 dodge. +5 bolts. This should be worth a few thousand. More wizard. Wizard sidearm. Composite longbow +5. Enhanced camouflage armor. It's a... well, it's... I suppose it's better armor for us than for our current piece of crap. But we don't have to try to steal the... except it's ranger only. I'll go and check the knights too. I only inspected one of them, didn't find anything really heavy too. But it seems not every corpse is gonna have the same loot. But still there's pocket change. Heals!
Finished? Finished?
Get on them! Attack, I say!
Group of the Archmagi. Broke Reckless Cross. Right.
Well met. Hello.
What the? Rammer? How the hell did you get here?
Robert Black. Last time I saw you was locked in a cell in Fairlock. No, that's definitely not the case. That's a long story. Can I assume you're here working with the Tassonites against Aielund?
Sure am. Ever since they found that cache of treasure, they've been spending like crazy, trying to buy their victory. It might just swing the tide too, if they can hire enough mercenaries in time. I was on patrol with a few of their lads when we heard the sound of fighting. Lucky I came when I did, eh?
Your timing was impeccable.
And speaking of timing, the other half of this platoon will be returning shortly.
Robert glances over your equipment.
Say, what happened to all your gear? You look like you've been outfitted by a complete idiot.
I lost all of my equipment when I was executed.
You what? I guess it really is a long story, and we can talk about it later. I suggest you rest up a bit. The rest of the enemy will be here very soon.
What exactly have I stumbled into here?
This is the camp of a platoon of soldiers under the command of a powerful Aielund wizard named Oberon.
I remember him. Very smart man, very knowledgeable.
And also evil. He was forced out of Fairlock for his questionable ethics and his experiments, yet his knowledge was such that the university didn't want him gone altogether, so they packed him off to Amalus.
Apparently his knowledge does not extend to military matters. This guy's been holding this border pretty much single-handed for the past year. His men have slowly been killed off, so he's only got 3 platoons on the border now.
How does that make him a bad tactician?
He's decided to split up his forces to cover more ground. If one group spots Tassonite troop movements, he teleports in and takes care of them himself. His soldiers' morale is low, and they're little more than bait. And you just finished up half of one platoon. Another half is coming back here now, with Oberon at the lead.
Divide and conquer, eh?
I love the classics. Look, we can talk more later. You'd best get ready for the mighty wizard.
Robert smirks. Don't underestimate him, Robert. He was exiled from Fairlock for practicing the darker side of magic, and by all accounts, he can be quite ruthless. Expect a dangerous fight.
Never been in a war that wasn't dangerous. Rest.
Okay then. Chance to switch spells then too. Is mass heal really the best bet? I suppose it is. Stonehold in a fight like this is great. I don't want to switch that. We could go for the Ice Storm too, but seeing how much hit points everyone has now, it's I'm not doing damage spells anymore. And I think the improved Stonehold might be a better one in this situation. I don't think it'll play the mage out of the fight, but it'll ensure that we can focus on him, or the trash gets wiped out sooner. Sunbeam or Sunburst might be useful, but I doubt it. True Sight. That that could be useful. I'll at least remove one heal now that we can buy healing potions again. Empower and maximize is sort of worthless for us. Who knows? We could. Yeah, we can't. Well, what's the point of maximizing the Stonehold anyway? Yeah. Okay. I'll take Trucy. It's a goddamn mage fight. It's gonna be invisible. No doubt about that. The others don't have to see, but I need to see. More magic spell resistance might be good. Might also spam instant death spells. And I don't think infernos are particularly useful. So right, I'll plus at least one death ward. I can use that if no one else wants to. And maybe another spell resistance. It's sort of a backup spell resistance. Hold monsters I don't see being all that useful here. Freedom of movement could be. I certainly can't be under that effect. The Ring of Power has freedom. Yeah, just give me the stone skins. This is just fine. How about this spell? The problem with this spell is that it'll work fine on low level buffs and the like, but against some mage who's very focused on being that mage, he will have a vastly superior difficulty class. So it's going to be require us to be incredibly lucky to dispel anything. Right. Level 26.
Well met. Hello.
Get back to the camp then. Where exactly is your camp? Oh shit.
Get on them! Attack, I say!
But with our pants down. Right. get overrun. I can't see him. Fucker this! Teleporting away. Okay, I'll do another stonehold here. They seem to be getting reinforcements. So this should be a pretty straightforward gang rape of the Aielund forces. They're going to be appearing right in on top of the petrification fog. One still alive?
Make this fight count! Make this fight count! It will be for honor and glory!
Does it look like they left anything too valuable here? The ammunition is probably worth a few thousand per stack. Quite a few stacks. We're certainly in need of a lot of upgrades. Weapon upgrades, armor upgrades, so I do want to hoard the cash to the best of my ability. Okay, I need you guys to come off there. Start to axe the bodies. Spell resistance plus 3 tower sheet. Knight's full plate plus 4 versus evil. Not particularly good, but should be valuable. Right. She can use tower shield, I think.
Oh, someone give me a hand. This is too much to carry.
I know. Not the boots. Who wants +2 armor class? Plus the princess is a better choice here because I think she goes into melee more than the cleric. Right. Now what?
Well met. Hello.
Phew, that was hell of a fight, wasn't it?
Robert searches for a cigar in his pocket but comes up empty.
Oh well, I've got more back at camp.
I told you he'd be a challenge.
Yeah, but we still beat him. I love this. I really do. Mr. High and Mighty Wizard Man thinks he's so great, but when things turn against him, he just teleports out. That was a great fight.
Doesn't the fact that we're fighting former allies bother you even a little?
Nope. As a mercenary, I'm used to working for opposing sides in a war. High speeder and all that. I can understand that you might be feeling a bit upset about this whole thing, but you've got to put that aside if you want to survive. Let me guess, you want the Tassanites' help in bringing down King Samish and his shiny new armor, yes?
Well, that's about the size of it, yeah.
Not a bad plan. I doubt you could get close to the king any other way. Except maybe if you were a trusted lord, of course.
Yeah, I tried that already.
Oh, so that's how you ended up dead. That figures.
Well, it's not my fault. The king has become more and more paranoid with time. Just didn't realize how far he'd slipped.
Well, I bet you won't make that mistake again. Come on, we got to get back to camp and report to General Duquesne. He'll be pleased to hear we managed to defeat nearly an entire platoon of enemy forces.
Alright then, lead the way.
Hold and be identified.
My name is Ramirez Swift, and I've been sent here by your king, soldier.
Relax, kid. Just me and the reinforcement from Merpel. Commander, good to have you back. I was expecting more reinforcement than this, however.
You'll have to take what you can get, son.
If you say so, sir. Well, here we are, a little home away from home. The general is in the large tent in the middle of the camp. Come on, I'll take you to him.
Lead the way. Why aren't the rest of the group with the group?
Well met.
So, here we are. Nice little camp they've set up, though it isn't as big as I thought.
Well, we know that both sides on this conflict are stretched thin, but with our aid, I'm certain that we can make this plan work.
I hope so, Ramir. There's a lot riding on this strategy, no less than the future of two countries. And we're only going to have one chance at this too.
The stakes are high, but it's the only plan we've got, so let's make the most of it.
Quite so. Shall we join up once again?
Of course, you've always been a valuable companion. He also smiles.
It's nice to be wanted. Now, let's get on with it.
Greetings and well met.
At last, a place to rest. I'm not ashamed to admit I was getting a bit tired from all that traveling.
It was quite a hike, But I'm eager to meet with this general we've come so far to see. You want to come with?
Certainly.
Excellent. Let's get moving. I'm assuming they have the same equipment they had previously. Sort of looks like they do. Good. Foot soldiers, chevaliers, bombardiers, quartermaster. I suppose we want to visit the general first, no matter what. Command tent. Officer Black and General Sir Gabriel Dunes. How the fuck do you pronounce that? Duquesne.
Well met.
Ah, you're back, Commander. Report. General, the platoon led by Oberon has been routed. There is no longer any significant enemy force in the area. This is incredible news, Robert. Can I assume that the reinforcement from Merville arrived at an opportune moment?
We certainly did, General.
You are part of the reinforcements?
General looks you up and down.
More mercenaries. Damn.
I'll thank you to speak more kindly to the Princess of Aielund, General.
Princess? My word, so it is. What are you doing here, Your Highness? This is hardly the place for royalty, let alone a woman of quality.
And as a woman of quality, I could hardly stand by and let others fight and die to stop my father's senseless war. General, I do as my conscience demands.
A commendable attitude, Highness. However, I hope you will not think unkindly of me if I instruct my men and women to protect you with their lives if necessary. It would hardly be to anyone's benefit if you were to die needlessly on the battlefield.
That's very chivalrous of you, General. I didn't catch your name, by the way.
Allow me to introduce the former Baron of Fort Highmarch, Rammer Swift. Rammer, this is General Sir Gabriel Duquesne, commander of the Eastern Armies of Tucson. Pleasure to meet you, General. I look forward to working together.
I have heard of your legendary deeds and your willingness to stand up to the tyrant on the throne of Aielund. It is an honor to serve with you. Tell me, is there any other news from His Majesty?
The objective is unchanged. The plan is to take Fairlock at the earliest opportunity. In order to achieve this, however, the King has authorized me to seek out mercenaries to aid in the advance. Gabriel's expression stiffens at this news.
Mercenaries. It is a dark day indeed when we need the help of opportunist and untrustworthy scum like that to achieve victory.
I'm trying not to be offended by that remark, General, but I'm not doing a very good job of it. Robert takes a cigar from the desk of the General and lights it up on a nearby torch.
You're an honorable man, I can see that, and I know that you value honor and integrity more than anything else, especially in the people you work with. But for all your righteousness, you haven't been able to win this damn war, so it's up to scum like me to save your ass. So keep your bloody opinions to yourself and we'll get along just fine.
Now, no need to be rude, Robert. I'm sure the gay general has had a difficult time out here on the front.
I'm not going to dignify his outrageous comments with an argument. We are here to do the king's bidding, and as you are working with us, you will do your utmost to assist, even if you don't like it. I suggest we turn to more important matters and set aside this petty bickering.
By all means, let's.
Very well.
The general turns to look at the map on the table.
Our camp is located here, 15 miles west of Braxworth. The terrain is such that Braxworth must be taken if we are to advance into the heart of Aielund. We cannot simply bypass the town and continue on.
Well, Braxworth will be fortified, General. Do you even have enough soldiers to take it? Because my idea was to head down to Trinity and hire more soldiers.
Despite my dislike of hired men, I do recognize that we will need to require a much larger force to effect a successful invasion. However, from this position you will not be able to head directly to Trinity. We need to take Braxworth to secure the highway, and then you can head south.
Okay, if that's the case, then I must reiterate my previous question. Do we have the strength to take the town?
Yes. The platoon you defeated was part of their garrison. Without them, the remaining defenses consist of a dozen or so rangers. They will prove no match for our superior numbers. Braxworth is surrounded by a pretty serious wall, General. Not to mention some towers and fortifications too. And we'd have to be fools not to expect some traps around the area.
And if the rest of the garrison hasn't returned, they may be on alert.
A very astute point, Ramir. They may have siege engines set up to repel us also.
Another point is the Archmage Oberon. He managed to teleport out of the battle before I could finish him. Do you think he will be present in this battle?
We have no way of knowing, but we must assume he will be there. If he is as wounded as you say, he will not be at full strength, however.
Alright, assuming we take Braxworth, what then?
You are free to depart for Trinity while we secure the town and await your reinforcements from the south. Getting there is going to pose a problem, however.
Yes, Fort Highmart is in the way, and they're not likely to open the gate for me.
Correct. There is no way I can move my forces close to the fort without being spotted, and I do not relish the idea of being caught in an ambush halfway up the mountain. You simply cannot pass through Highmart.
So I have to find another way through the mountains then.
There is a way. You won't like it, but there is a way.
What do you mean? Robert puffs his cigar.
Sometimes in the past, mercenaries and other less scrupulous types needed to get into Aielund without any questions asked. When they were desperate enough, they'd take a path through the deep caverns under Fort Highmarch that leads almost from Trinity through the northern slopes of the Highmarch Mountains.
There's an unguarded path into the country. Just how often is this path used?
Rarely. As I said, it was only when they were desperate. The path is called the Low March, and it isn't for the faint of heart. Bad things live down there. I heard of a mercenary group that braved the Low March a long time ago, heading south out of Aielund. 30 men, fully equipped. They were never heard from again.
Have you ever been through it?
No, but I know where the entrances are. If you've got the guts, I've got the plan.
The vampires I met under Highmarch years ago had a book that mentioned there were dark things under the earth that they fought against from time to time. If we take this path, we might just find out what they meant.
I cannot pressure you into taking this dangerous path, but if you do indeed seek to reach Trinity, then you might have to take the risk.
To live is to risk, General. I will attempt this dangerous road.
As you wish, Ramir. Salute your bravery. With the reinforcements you bring, I'm certain we will be able to advance through Aielund and assault the capital. Now, to the task at hand. If you are fully rested and equipped, we are about to ready to move on to Braxworth.
Uh, I'll ready myself first. The quartermaster is what I want to see. And actually, I might as well end here after I met with the quartermaster. What about Mr. Bombardier? Ooh, they have proper cannons.
Welcome.
Could you tell me what these devices are?
They're called bombards, and they are the very latest in siege warfare technology. The Guild of Engineers has worked tirelessly to have these engines ready for field use, and we shall be the first to try them in battle. I believe they will tip the balance of the coming battles in our favor.
How do they work?
It will take some time to educate you on the operation of these machines. They can be very dangerous if mishandled. That is why only trained bombardiers like myself will be using them in combat.
I see. Well, in that case, I'll leave you to your preparations.
I wish you good fortune in the days ahead.
Why not now? Why wait for the days ahead to wish me fortune?
My greetings to you.
Okay, do you actually no, just trade. Trade. Unfavorable. Still, it's a sort of good pricing compared to the other shopkeepers we've encountered, so we might as well do trading here. It's not a bad deal. Chevalier Shield. +3, +10 piercing damage resistance. Spell resistance. I think I have piercing damage resistance from the side. Piercing damage resistance would help me at least, though. I'm not sure if I have the luxury of buying equipment for everyone. Especially now that Robert is here, there's at least a chance that we might take him, so Nelise would... I would definitely dump Nelise for Robert. Magic is just too weak. It either kills or disables, or it's basically has no real function. Killing happens through bashing targets. This is mostly for just selling away stuff. Healing potions are sold in 3 packs now. You can buy Finger of Death scrolls. Lesser regeneration ring. I don't think a lot of our guys have rings or any kind of jewelry really. Amulet of Natural Armor +5. It's not that expensive. Oh, we can buy 2. We only need 1. But this is the best fucking thing ever. Immunity to death magic, disease, regeneration, spell resist 28, natural armor bonuses. I'll think I'll take that. I'll give them the... There's no point casting bark skin on them. Maybe take the lesser regeneration ring. Right, 15 heals potions. Right. Now to sell the extra crap. We lost some monies, but I think we can basically get it all back through this. Yeah, definitely. Thor does not have enough gold to purchase these. Right, that's not too bad actually. We need a ring of protection +5. I don't think so. It would be a slight benefit, but what we need most is the miscellaneous items like uh, belts, gloves, boots, cloaks, that sort of thing. And this is something they don't really sell. They also don't really have extra funds, so I think we'll leave it at that. Didn't particularly lose anything. Upgraded our equipment a little bit. We're not. No one really needs the bark skin now, though. We can fully use them to buff the summoned creatures. But our armor class cannot be dispelled now either. I had a regeneration ring, and I think I want to give it to the princess. It won't matter too much, but it does help. Right, I'll talk to Robert.
Well met. Hello.
Right. Guess we're done here. Nothing to do but begin the attack.